For this video, I'm actually filming the intro separately because I totally forgot to announce the giveaway winners again. So my apologies to you guys. Like I said in my past videos, I haven't been feeling like myself. Before we get into anything, any explanations, let's get into the giveaway. So congratulations to these two winners right here. You guys are the giveaway winners, and I know what you're probably thinking, how are we both winning one box? You aren't. So one person's gonna be the big box winner and then another person's gonna be a runner-up. How we're gonna know is you're gonna be number one, you're gonna be number two, and I have number one and number two in this hat. Number one and number two. So we're gonna pick the winner out of a hat, and then the person who doesn't get picked will be the runner-up. Number one, you are the winner of the giant ramen box, and number two, you will be getting the runner-up. Congratulations to the winners, and for any future giveaways from now on, unless I know for a fact that I'm gonna be consistently releasing videos, I'm not gonna do any giveaways, only because I don't want you guys waiting for so long. I know a lot of you get frustrated, you just want to know who the winner is. The MacBook giveaway will be happening next week. I feel pretty good. I feel like it's gonna be a really great month. Expect the MacBook giveaway. So now that we got all of that out of the way, I just want to apologize to everyone for how weird my videos have been lately, starting with the chicken nugget video. When I watched it over and I saw how many people were dissatisfied with the video, I understood why right away. One, because I didn't finish it, and usually with a challenge I do finish it, and two, it's because like it kind of came off as pretentious, like, oh, I'm not finished these chicken nuggets because I'm on a diet now and I'm not going to be doing big portions, and I really wasn't trying to come off that way. It's just, you have to understand, I rushed to do that video knowing very well that I couldn't finish it because I promised someone that I would do it when they tagged me, and I don't like breaking promises. So that's why that video seemed really rushed, or maybe seemed slightly pretentious, even though that really wasn't it at all. I am someone who very much so acts, and I've explained this before, so I act on something and then I talk about it after, because if I talk about it before and I think about it too much, chances are either one, won't do it, two, will be satisfied of the thought or the conversation, and then I won't do it. And so I tend to just do it and then talk about it later. So you're always gonna see that from me. You're gonna see videos where I seem very off, and then later on I will talk about it, but you just have to stay like on track with my videos to get an explanation later. In regards to the working out thing, so when I've been waking up every day at 5 a.m. in the morning, it's been really throwing me off. I've been feeling super weird during the day, so I haven't been able to function properly. But not only that, I've been spending a lot more time with my mother, and if you follow me again on Instagram, you would know I've been spending a lot more time with my mother. And this is the thing too, I'm the person in the family that has time to deal with my mom, or makes time to deal with my mom, and I'm also the person who, growing up, I was never emotionally attached to my mother in regards to the way that she acts. I've always knew from a very young age, I think I was like grade 5, grade 4. I've talked about this once in my video, how I did like some essay, or like a mini essay, and it was about homelessness, and basically in this essay it was explaining why most people who are homeless have mental health issues, and are explaining all the different mental health issues. And so the minute I read that, I knew from a very young age that my mother had mental health issues and she was sick. So I always cared about my mother. My mother did hurt me as a child, but I was able to deal with it a lot better because I was just able to separate my emotion from the actions of my mother, which is something my sister actually can't do. My sister has a very hard time speaking to my mother and my father because they make her so emotional. They've hurt her so much, she can't talk to them normal. And even though both my mother and my father have hurt me equal amounts, I'm able to luckily separate the emotion, look at the situation for what it is, assess it, and make a conscious decision without allowing my emotional factor to affect me. And so with my mother, her having such extreme mental health issues, I'm really the only one that takes care of her because I'm the only one that can really handle her. But it's taken me a lot of time to be able to handle her. Like 3 years back, my mom was living with me and it was a freaking disaster. And even now, now, like, and this is all gonna explain as to why I'm acting the way I am now. Let me just like finish explaining. So 3 years ago, which is around the time when Ari and I started dating, my mother lived with me, and I thought I could handle living with my mom, but I realized I just couldn't, and I started spiraling down. I was addicted to drugs, I was addicted to alcohol, I was addicted to everything in the name of the books to try and help me cope with the amount of flashbacks my mother was giving me. Like, even now, taking care of her, I feel so weird and crazy, and Ari has been feeling weird and crazy lately too because of work. So we, like, again, if you follow me on Instagram, we randomly went to California just for a bit to visit my sister, to get away for a bit because we really needed it. But yeah, back then she just was driving me so nuts. I was getting these crazy freaking flashbacks. Things I didn't remember as a kid, I would remember. Like my mom beating the shit out of me in the tub naked, like just whipping me with the belt, like my mom beating all my brothers and sisters, you know, like, and this is the thing, like my mother never, she like, I knew she was sick, and it's like I would get these crazy flashbacks and I didn't think it was affecting me. So I would resort to drugs and alcohol, and I would just drink and get so fucked up, and I didn't realize I was doing this to cope with my mother until I moved out and we separated ways. So then my mom ended up living with my grandma, and that's a whole other story that I don't even want to get into right now. But the minute my mom was out of my life for a bit, the drugs and alcohol disappeared. I became normal again. I was going back to the gym, I was being fit. Ari and I were living together in his mom's basement. My life became normal again, and that's when YouTube started for me. So having my mother in my life now again, I have had some moments with alcohol, and I've explained to my videos how Ari and I have had issues in the past because I was blackout from drinking. He has been such a kind-hearted person, and he has helped me with my drinking, so now we can actually go out together and socially drink in a social environment. A couple drinks here and there, talk to some friends, social, you know, normal. I only recently just stopped blacking out because I had someone who cared so much about me, and we just made such a conscious effort together for me to get better at drinking. So love does great and wonderful things in life, which brings me to my mother. The reason why I never got so upset with her is because she never knew how to love. She still doesn't know how to love, and she has had such a huge lack of love in her life. And having lack of love in your life can really affect you as a person. You can truly become a creature if you don't have love in your life. And I think having love in your heart is super important. I don't really get into religion, but I'm a very spiritual person. I do believe in God, and I think having God in my heart is a big reason why I haven't become like a freaking creature that roams this earth. But yeah, just having my mother in my life again recently, I had some little fits here and there where I realized I was going out more. And I realized I was not drinking for fun. I realized I was drinking because I was suffering on the inside. And I caught myself because I've done this in the past. And if there's one thing that I really promised myself in my teenagehood, I promised myself that I would learn from my mistakes. And now as an adult, I really am. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Wait, that looked really wrong. Thank you, Jesus. So I caught myself, and I realized that I was starting to spiral down again. And that's when Ari and I just picked up and went to California. But I've just been spiraling down again lately. That's why you've been getting these kind of like off videos of me not feeling well, not explaining things properly, because I've been getting flashbacks. And when I get flashbacks, I try to cope with it, and I don't always catch it right away, but because again I've been learning, I'm doing other healthy things to cope with it, and I have to keep a safe distance from my mom. And this is the thing, like a lot of people get very confused with my mom because they say, you know, she's homeless, like how could you let your mom be homeless and blah blah blah. The difficult thing about my mother is that the minute you start taking care of her, she 100% becomes dependent on her. And so I can't take the burden, sorry mom, but I can't take the burden of taking care of my mother, because if Aria's financial or my financial situation changes, she's gonna plummet, as will I, as will Aria. So I can't just take my mom out of a situation and put her in a different situation, because I don't know what the situation will be tomorrow. Sorry, fuck. But yeah, so I've been kind of trying to just push her into a direction where she goes and gets help herself, because the government will help her. And I said that the government in the past won't help her, and that's because they don't help people that are in her type of situation. She's not violent. She is not going to hurt herself. So like my mom will not do those things to herself. So she is not someone that the government of Canada will help. I am working on getting her out of the situation she is in, but if there's one thing I know in life, it's you cannot help people who do not want to be helped. So I have to push her in a direction where she wants to get help, where she agrees she needs the help, because that's the only way she's ever truly gonna get better. So it's so difficult to do, because anytime I actually directly tell her she needs to go get help, it triggers her and she spirals. We're both just spiraling down together. She spirals down and she becomes very angry and upset, and she talks more to herself. She talks louder, and it just becomes very bad. So again, going back, guys, to like me being the only person that will help my mom because I can deal with it, even though I am the only person, it still affects me. I still spiral down. So I am so sorry if you get these random videos that have no context or no like elaborate explanation as to why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. But you're just gonna have to wait until those awkward videos come out, and then hope to God Veronica gives you an explanation so you don't end up hating her. Anyways, guys, I hope this kind of gives you some insight as to why I've been very weird lately. But yeah, sorry guys, my camera just died. But I see snippets of her being normal, and I see snippets of a human inside of her. So I hope that all the work I am doing eventually pays off. You know, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, and if you want to keep it, you can't stop. So just like working out, you know, my mom is a freaking lifetime commitment. So as many mothers are, right? Am I right? Or stepmoms or mother-in-laws. So I feel like I'm actually the mother in this situation. I have always felt like I'm my mother's mom. I have never felt like I've actually had a mom. So that gives me horrible flashbacks. Oh my God, where is the bottle of alcohol? I need to drink. Drink all my sorrows away. Not actually, but I mean, should I have this in my house? Yes, I should. Point in all of this, guys, is I love my mother. I'm never gonna give up on her, and I'm the only person who has the mental capacity, even though I suffer, to do it. So I'm gonna continue trying. But anyways, thank you for listening to all that if you did. I love you guys so much for always being here and understanding me and being supportive. And although I know there's always gonna be people who take things the wrong way, take my character the wrong way, I'm not here for those people. I'm truly here for you guys. So I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Big hug. And honestly, just learn from me to not allow yourself to spiral down. Stay positive and know that there is always a way out of things, and there's always a way to become a better person, and that we all just need love, because love truly makes the world go round. If not, we'd be freaking disgusting savages. So yeah, love. Anyways, although still savage in my eating ways, but yeah, love, my friends. So yeah, anyways, let's get into the cooking portion of the video. Again, you're gonna see an outfit and nail change for me because I had to film this intro separately, but who cares, am I right? Like, I'm finally glad I got this out to explain to you guys, because a bish is suffering. So if you didn't know before, now you do, and let's get into the cooking. Yay, so here's all the food. Down below, I just have some soy sauce and vinaigrette. And I have my spoon over here. Let's dig in. Definitely want some noodles first. Ooh, these are spicy. So well. Okay, I've never tried these before. So let's go in for one. They're super flat, really big. Yeah, those are good. You know what I was just thinking of? I've been having some pretty crazy dreams lately. Like dreams of me and my mom, except how we are now. But like back in like my childhood neighborhood, and we were walking down a hill and we were talking like normally. Which is weird because me and my mom have never had normal conversations. But yeah, just so weird because I've never had a normal, even now being with my mom like a lot, like every day, we still don't have normal conversations. I think that's another reason why I'm kind of excited to have kids. When I have kids, I'll be able to have normal conversations with them, something I never had. Okay, I'm gonna keep it lighthearted. Sorry, guys. These are just the things that are on my mind. So as most of you know, it's winter in Canada. And when it's winter, there's less vitamin D because there's no sun. And when there's no sun, I get depressed a lot faster. So I'm really excited to be going to California for a week, especially that I'm going with Aria, because it's gonna kind of kick my depression a little bit in the butt. Which I really need. I need a dose of serious vitamin D. I take vitamin D, but I feel like I just need like the real thing, you know? I should have got a bigger bowl for these dumplings. Ew. You know what they remind me of? You know, empanadas? I've actually never had one, but I've seen them. That's what they remind me of. Like the look of them. Speaking of my mom though, even though we haven't had any normal conversations, usually she'll leave me really crazy voicemails that don't make any sense. She's literally the Da Vinci Code. No, she's, what is it? Is it the Da Vinci Code or Leonardo da Vinci? And I have to break her code. Excuse me. So my mother usually speaks in like code. And what I mean by that is that she's been through so many traumatic experiences in her life. Even though she's a bit schizophrenic and she talks to herself, and to a normal person she wouldn't seem like she makes any sense. I like, because obviously I'm her daughter, I understand everything that she's saying. Even though it's so like cryptid, it's just like all of her really horrible experiences that she's gone through her life, and she's just like really warped them to these weird scenarios that she talks about. So usually she leaves me really crazy voicemails that make no sense, but I still kind of know what she's talking about. But the past couple of weeks, and I've been really spending time with her, I've completely just been, I feel like people like this just need love, and they just need to be treated normal, even though they're not, you know? Even though they don't make any sense and they don't act normal, like they just need to be treated normal. They need some type of purpose, and I just tried to instill that in my mother every time I see her. You know, I just give her love, I give her purpose, but I never play along with her bullshit. Like I always kind of nip it in the butt, but I do it in a very nice, caring way, if that makes sense. So she'll leave me really crazy voicemails, but she's been leaving me semi-normal voicemails. Like she left me a voicemail today just saying, you know, which is one of the most normal voicemails I've ever heard in my entire life from my mother. And she was just saying that she's gonna miss me and she hopes my trip is safe. called Arya right away, almost in tears, and I was like, you're not gonna believe this. He's like, what? He always gets worried right away, as do I. And he's just like, and I just said to him, you know, my mom left me such a normal voicemail. Link in the description, guys. Sorry if that was loud. I don't know why that was so loud. Oh my god, excuse me. I was just like really enjoying that. I was really okay. It was okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was loud because I was really enjoying the sound I was making. You know, it's like when you're blowing bubbles or oh my god, excuse me. Or some people hate it. You know, when you suck the bottom of the cup, and people are like so annoyed by that. You know, when you like suck the bottom of a cup, when you're done, you're just sucking like the rest out. I really like that noise. Some people hate it, but I actually really enjoy it. So this was a whole pack, guys, of dumplings. Like, I ate the whole pack. I'm telling you, noodles, dumplings, I can eat all day, every day. Okay. The red battery pack is flashing right now. And if it cuts, it's because it died. So, because I know a lot of you guys have been not wanting me to make cuts in my video. So, I really tried with this video. But yeah, it's... there's going to be some cuts because I burp a lot. But yeah. It's going to die soon. It has such a light, smoky flavor to it. I'm not a big fan of smoky things, but this is really good. Like, light smoke I'm okay with, but heavy smoke, like a pulled smoked pork sandwich, I would never be able to eat. Honestly, I just feel like there's so many better things you can do with pork than make a pulled sandwich. I don't know. Pulled sandwiches, even if it's beef, pulled sandwiches with the meat like that just really grosses me out. I really don't know what it is, but it grosses me out. Yeah, like I said, my camera was gonna die and it did, so I just changed the battery pack. But yeah, sorry, you guys were asking me where exactly I got the lavender wig from, so I will link it down below. But yeah, my cousin was just messaging me and she was like, oh my god, lavender looks so good on you, you need to do it more often. I was like, yeah, it's pretty nice, eh? It's I feel like we all have a color that suits us, we just need to find it, you know? And I feel like that lavender wig was definitely a color that really suits me. Like pink doesn't really, I really want pink to suit me because I love pink, but it doesn't. It's so sad. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed that there was a lot less cuts in it. It was a lot more relaxed. I know you guys have been asking that, so I really hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, I love you so much. Thank you for watching this video. And until next time,